Hi, I'm Reverend Nina Rowe, founder of AngelsTeach.com, and welcome to Angels Teach TV and another episode of Weekly Messages from Your Angels for September 13th through 19th. We are still in the midst of some pretty significant past life healing energy. Past life healing is always a theme when I'm doing coaching and when my coaches are doing coaching. However, the energies on the planet right now and the angels share with me through mid to end next week are particularly conducive to helping us and supporting us as we release past life energy. And a lot of times people will ask me, well, what's the deal with past life healing? What is it all about? And of course that's a class in and of itself, but the short version is that past life healing is really about identifying patterns and habits and even relationship connections that most of the time feel very old, they feel very established, and when they are patterns, routines, habits that are less than healthy, this is the time where we really want to look at releasing them and perhaps letting go of that soul, habit, pattern, connection, really for good, for once and for all. And so what I would like to share with you this week, because past life healing has a tendency to leave the heart feeling a little raw, a little open, a little tender, if you will, to help you to soothe your heart, to nourish yourself if you're feeling a little vulnerable, if you're feeling a little wounded from healing that's been going on for you personally in the last little period of time here. So I'm going to get to the card reading in just a minute. What I invite you to do, if you're feeling that any kind of pain really, and you can do this with your heart, you can do it with any part of your body actually, is I invite you to just close your eyes and start by noticing the rhythm of your breath. And I have my hand over my heart here. I invite you to do the same thing. And just say to your heart, I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. And again, I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. This is actually a wonderful healing technique from Hawaiian Huna, Ho'oponopono, and is really a lovely technique for shifting the energy. Again, we were focused on the heart here. You can do this. I've had clients do it with swollen feet, with swollen ankles, with other aches and pains in their body. And again, it's just simply, I love you, I forgive you, I'm sorry, thank you. And it's really all about that healing process of understanding that the body is communicating something that needs to be heard, and that you're really approaching that healing with loving forgiveness and gratitude for whatever it is. And that really is a magic elixir, if you will, for releasing aches and pains. So go ahead and try it at home. I'm going to be pulling two cards from Tony Carmen Salerno's Universal Wisdom deck today. And the first card is, you should get a drum roll. Past life. Oh, they did this last week too, I remember. Angels, angels. And the second card is Oceana. Well, the past life card, not a whole lot more really to say about that. What I'm noticing is sometimes that white light at the bottom of the card looks like it's breath that this woman is exhaling. And what I'm noticing in this card is it's actually energies that have been stirred up and are being cleared in a good way. It feels actually very positive. Sometimes when I get this card, the woman can seem really almost disturbing, and that may be the case for you. Again, paying attention to that clairsentient sense and taking the message that's meant for you. So if you're not feeling like this card is quite so positive, then I'm going to suggest that there's a personal message that you might want to chat with your angels about. But again, in this particular context, The card feels very positive. It is about big time release of past life patterns, habits, energies that we've been talking about for the last little bit here. And again, feels really good and uplifting. The Oceana card is, I'm noticing her arms that are holding this treasure really seem very outstretched. It's almost like she just can't reach it. She has them in her hand, but it's just slightly away from her, which again isn't always the case. It's really about the message that's here for this reading. And it's about patience, it's about waiting, it's about manifestation. She's a lot of ideas are coming into her head. You can see all the activity that's around her crown and her ajna, and there's just a lot of incubation is what I'm hearing. In October, with the Living with the Angels membership, we're going to be focusing on a creation of abundance and working with Archangel Ariel on that theme. So this feels almost like it's preparation for that the month of September, we're working with Archangel Michael to understand life purpose. And as you understand life purpose, you're able to reach for that treasure, reach for what's there for you, for what's on your path, so that you can bring it to you and really realize that abundance that is your birthright. Okay. The only other message that I'm receiving about this reading is that squiggly line that's coming into the small of her back. Feels like it's holding on to her. I'm almost seeing a Christmas ornament actually in my mind's eye. And that this is what's holding up, is this squiggly line is the hook holding her up. And really the message around that is her being, you being, me being instruments of the angels, and remembering that they are working through us, that they need us just as much as we need them, and that, you know, as we allow ourselves to be used as instruments, then we step into that place of alignment and real bliss that we associate when we work with the angels. So I'm hearing that is it for this week. Thank you again for joining me here. I invite you to check out AngelsTeach.com for our listing of certification programs, e-courses, and other services and products, all of course around the angels. So again, my name is Reverend Nina Rowe. My blessings of love, joy, and abundance to you. Be well.